Thank you for accessing this Bible teaching site. I'm Jim Hendricks. The following brief teaching examines the promise God made to Abraham, that in him all the world would be blessed. The promise of a blessing was the Messiah, that he would be for all people. In Genesis 12, 1 through 3, God made a covenant with Abraham. In that covenant, he made three primary promises. He would promise to grow Abraham into a great nation, give him a land, and from that nation and land bring to the world a blessing. Not just a blessing to Israel, but also to the Gentiles. To this, Psalm 22:27 says that all nations shall turn to the Lord. Again in Psalm 86:9, it states that all nations shall worship the Lord and glorify his name. The idea of the whole world worshiping God is not the idealist musing of a songwriter. The prophets also envisioned the fulfillment of the promise made to Abraham, that in Abraham all the world would be blessed. Isaiah 11:10, speaking of the Messiah, a descendant of David, that he would be a banner to the people, for the Gentiles shall seek him. But if that were not enough, Isaiah wrote in chapter 49:6 of the servant of God, the Messiah, "It is too small a thing that you should be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved ones of Israel. I will also give you as a light to the Gentiles, that you should be my salvation to the ends of the earth." Isaiah repeated himself in 63, saying, "The Gentile shall come to your light." The spirit of prophecy spoke again through Zechariah in 8:23. "Thus says the Lord of hosts, in those days 10 men from every language of the nations shall grasp the sleeve of a Jewish man, saying, Let us go with you, for we have heard that God is with you." And the Tanakh ends with Malachi in 1:11, heralding the good news. "For from the rising of the sun, even to its going down, my name shall be great among the Gentiles, says the Lord of hosts." So the Psalms and the prophets echo again and again the covenant God made with Abraham, that in him all the world would be blessed. When will this happen? Well, it is happening now, and has been for the past 2,000 years. It is through the proclamation of Jesus the Messiah, a descendant according to the flesh of Abraham and David. The peoples from nation after nation have turned to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Have the Gentiles been good stewards of this message of the Messiah? For the nations, yes and no. Like Israel of old, the Gentiles have been spotty with this stewardship. One day Israel will rise to the good news about the Messiah, and finally God will be glorified the way he should have always been glorified in all the peoples of earth.